This is Regina Reed, the founder of Upendo United Foundation, continuing on how people discover their vision, discussing on crisis. And last week I discussed three things I learned, but I saved the fourth today because it's a longer lesson. And so today I'm going to be discussing on the power of forgiveness. It took me 7 years to finally forgive my ex-husband. I was angry, bitter, resentful. As a young girl, I had no vision or dreams, I'll say, and the only thing I was conditioned to think was to get married, give birth to children, and grow old together until death did it us apart. At the age of 28, I remember laying on a concrete floor and my ex-husband's foot on my neck, pressing and hitting me. And I could see, like, this is it. This is the day I'm gonna die on this cold cement. And so something in me, a power in me, rose, and I was using my hands to kick the stuff. I was using my feet to knock on the walls and on the table until my ex-husband's father, or my ex-father-in-law, had the commotion, and he banged, or other broke through the window, and he rescued me. But for 7 years, I played this video on my head. The struggles of migrating to US and being a single parent of two children did not make it any better. It just made me bitter, and I felt if we're still together, maybe I could have not struggled if he did not do this. But anyway, one day I was reading a book about the power of forgiveness, and I learned three things. One, forgiveness is for you and not for your offender. Again, I repeat, forgiveness is for you and not for the person who has offended you. Two, unforgiveness is worse than cancer. And three, unforgiveness blocks your blessings. So the Bible says forgive 7 times 70 or 70 times 7, but there's a reason for that. So you want to forgive, not like every day you remember everything comes through your mind and you're feeling the hurt, the pain of what they did you. Take a moment to feel it and just release it. Choose to forgive them so that you can allow blessings to flow through your life. Slowly but surely, I started peeling my onion, and I call it peeling my onion because it's every time I remember something, I started crying. And I peel that, get it off, until we come to that heart of the onion where it's pure and there's no bitterness. And it took time to get to that place. And I started being grateful for my divorce, because it's through that now I can find clearly what's God had more for me. I was not just meant to give children, be married. He had more for me. I started supporting orphans in Kenya since 2008. I started counting my blessing, the blessing of children, this blessing of being in US. So I started counting that, and that helped as I continue to forgive him. I want to share like a personal story that has continued to help me. Is one day my neighbor, who was also a single parent with two children, asked me, who do you leave your children with? And I laughed and I told them their father. And he said, you mean their father is here in US? He said, yeah, he's never left them. Anyway, that created a bond between me and her, and we became a support system to whereby we said we are married or we are two fathers or two women coming together to support our 4 children. She took that as well, and it became a lesson for her to remember constantly to leave her children under God's care. That's the best father, who would never leave nor forsake. And it's been my mantra for the last, I don't know, my daughter is about 30, but it's been my mantra. God is the best father who's never left them or left me. Just remember, it does not take a day to forgive and let go. But whatever you do, choose to forgive and release. It's not worth it harboring bitterness. Keep asking, what's your lesson? Today, I'm like super, super, if I may say, happy, content with my life and finding why I'm here. The vision that God gave me 3 years ago to empower a generation, one child at a time. I'm going to continue pursuing that. And in the meantime, also using my story to encourage other people who are out there hurting. Whatever you do today, just remember to forgive, 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 and have a blessed week. Because you waited this long, if you can comment the 3 lessons I learned from forgiveness, you have 1,000 shillings today. Thank you. Have a blessed day.